For you Taurus, October 2025 is a month of significant shifts. While you are a sign that values stability and a steady pace, this month will challenge you to embrace new opportunities for learning and personal development. The planetary transits will push you to reevaluate your work-life balance and focus on strengthening your relationships and career foundations. It's a time to be patient with yourself and others, and to remember that even small, consistent steps can lead to great progress. The first week of October holds a subtle power. A massive shift is brewing beneath the surface, focused on the very core of your being. This initial period will set the tone for the entire month, and its secrets must be unraveled. For those who can feel the faint, quiet hum of the universe calling, this is the first chapter of your cosmic story for the month. It is a story not of loud explosions, but of a quiet, profound inner reckoning. From October 1st to the 7th, the cosmic spotlight shines not on grand gestures, but on your 6th house of routine, work and health. For a Taurus, routine is sanctuary, the source of stability. Right now, the universe is offering a profound upgrade to this power center. With the Sun and Mercury still lingering in the balanced, artful sign of Libra, there is an opportunity to introduce harmony into daily life. It is a time for quiet refinement of a workspace, a health regimen, or a way of communication. The focus is on working smarter and with greater grace. This period is a cosmic whisper, urging you to create a more beautiful and efficient structure for your existence. It is about the small, deliberate acts, the conscious choice of a morning ritual, the careful organization of a digital calendar, the silent commitment to a nourishing meal. These seemingly minor choices are not minor at all. They are the threads from which your strength is woven. But the true event, the one that will send ripples through your entire being, is the Harvest Supermoon on October 6th. This is more than just a moon. As a full moon, it signifies a culmination and a release. As a supermoon, its energy is amplified to a breathtaking degree, pulling at the tides of your inner world with an undeniable force. And as a harvest moon, it promises the reaping of what has been sown, not in the physical world, but in the unseen landscapes of your spirit. This supermoon illuminates the 12th house of the subconscious, secrets and endings. The 12th house is a realm of the hidden, a place of mystery and dreams, where the past and the future converge. For a Taurus, a sign that values the tangible, this is a call to action from beyond the veil. The Harvest Supermoon is here to cast a light into the shadows. It is a powerful emotional cleansing. Imagine a beam of light cutting through a dusty, forgotten space, a place you rarely, if ever, visit. It may reveal old fears or deep-seated insecurities that have been holding you captive. This moon offers the chance to confront them, acknowledge them, and then most importantly, release them. This is a deep spiritual detox. You are shedding old skin, letting go of baggage that has been a burden for far too long. This process is not just about relief. It is about creating a vacuum and open space within yourself. You cannot receive what is to come if the container is already full. This is the universe's secret, that to build the physical empires a Taurus desires, one must first ensure the spiritual foundation is free of rot and debris. This clearing is not merely a good idea. It is a prerequisite for the kind of monumental shifts arriving later in the month. The veil between your conscious mind and your deeper psyche is at its thinnest. Heightened sensitivity and vivid dreams may occur. Pay close attention to them. Your subconscious is attempting to communicate. It may bring forward a long-held fear of success you didn't know you had, a resentment toward a family member you thought you had forgiven, or a repressed creative desire that has been waiting to be acknowledged. This week is for introspection, not for public declaration. Journaling can become a powerful tool for releasing what is uncovered. Beyond simple writing, consider a symbolic act of release. Write your fears on a piece of paper and ceremonially burn it, or visualize yourself cutting the energetic cords to past hurts. The quiet, introspective work done now will create a profound sense of peace later. The moon's position may bring a hidden project or a behind-the-scenes situation to light. A colleague's true motivations may become clear, or a secret plan may be ready for revelation. This is not a time for bold, public moves. Instead, it is a time for quiet, strategic action based on newly acquired knowledge. You may find yourself doing the silent work that others overlook, researching, refining a pitch, or building a portfolio in the shadows. This is the unseen effort that will give you an insurmountable advantage later in the month when the time to act finally arrives. A digital and energetic detox is highly recommended. Disconnect from the constant noise of the world. Meditate, take a quiet walk, or simply sit in silence. This will allow you to tune into your intuition and hear the true needs of your body and soul. Consider a conscious, mindful approach to eating, savoring each bite and truly listening to your body's signals. This mindful awareness will strengthen the connection between your physical self and your spiritual self, making you a more effective and grounded vessel for the powerful energies to come. This week is one of preparation. It is about clearing the decks, both literally and figuratively. The process may feel disorienting, but it is necessary. It is the universe's way of preparing you for something incredible. The Harvest Supermoon is a final invitation to heal and let go. The energy you clear now will become the very fuel that propels you forward into the most powerful month of your year. What is revealed in the dark will be the source of your greatest strength in the light. Do not shy away from what you discover. Instead, embrace it, for it holds the key to the empire you are destined to build. If the first week of October was a quiet descent into the shadows of the subconscious, this second week is the sudden, jarring emergence into the blinding light of the material world. The cosmic gears, which felt stuck in a slow, ponderous rotation, are now grinding with an undeniable force. A slumbering titan is beginning to stir, and its power is aimed directly at your life's greatest ambitions. For those who completed the necessary inner work, a key has now been placed in a lock that has been shut for months, perhaps even years. The energy of this week builds steadily, but it all culminates on a single fateful day, October 13th. On this day, two monumental astrological events converge, creating a moment of pure, unadulterated potential. The first and most significant is the stationing of Pluto direct. This is not a casual movement. 4 months since May of this year, Pluto has been in its retrograde dance, pulling its transformative energy inward, demanding a quiet reevaluation of your purpose and power. This retrograde took place in the secretive depths of your 10th house of career, public reputation, and legacy. A Pluto retrograde in this house is a period of deep, often unsettling excavation. It forces you to confront the shadows of your ambition. You may have found yourself questioning everything: the source of your authority, the true nature of your professional goals, or the dynamics of power at your workplace. This was a time of internal struggle, of wrestling with your fears of failure and your anxieties about success. It was the universe's way of ensuring that the foundations of your ambition were strong, not just for show. It was a test of character, a trial of your resolve. But now, on October 13th, the celestial ruler of death and rebirth comes to a standstill, and then slowly, deliberately, it begins to move forward once more. This signals the end of the internal reckoning and the beginning of a powerful, external manifestation. For a Taurus, this means the deep, structural changes you have been silently undergoing are now ready to be put into action. The quiet reevaluation gives way to a decisive push. Imagine a dormant volcano. The energy has been building for a long time, the pressure mounting beneath the surface. Now, on this day, the earth begins to tremble. The energy is no longer contained. It is ready to erupt and reshape the landscape. Your professional landscape is that landscape. A long-term project may suddenly gain momentum. A new and significant position of authority may become available. A powerful mentor may appear, or a key person may finally see your true value and advocate for you. The power struggles you have endured may finally resolve, with you emerging in a position of greater strength and control. This is the universe telling you that the time for quiet preparation is over. The time to command your destiny has arrived. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, knows that a Taurus wielding such raw power must also be given the tools for grace. This is where the second event of October 13th comes into play. On the very same day as Pluto stations direct, your planetary ruler, the exquisite Venus, glides into the balanced sign of Libra. For you, this happens in your 6th house of work, daily routine, and service. This is no coincidence. It is a meticulously timed cosmic gift. While Pluto is granting you the raw, transformative power to reshape your career, Venus in Libra is providing the means to do it with harmony and charm. Libra is Venus's home sign, a place where it can express its highest qualities of beauty, diplomacy, and justice. The energy of this transit is not about brute force. It is about influence. It is about negotiation. It is about finding the point of balance where you can assert your power while still maintaining cooperative and pleasant relationships with those around you. The tension between Pluto's intense, often ruthless, energy and Venus's need for harmony is the central paradox of this week. It is a lesson in power with grace. You are being given the power to rise, but you are also being asked to rise justly. The deep-seated, karmic transformations of Pluto are being tempered by the harmonious, relationship-oriented influence of Venus. Consider a professional scenario. A long-simmering conflict with a colleague or a superior, one that felt like a quiet battle for control, suddenly reaches a tipping point. With the raw force of Pluto, you might be tempted to simply dominate the situation. But with Venus in Libra, you are given the wisdom to navigate it with diplomacy. You are given the words to negotiate a solution that benefits all parties, even as it clearly establishes your authority. This is not about winning a fight. It is about building a new, more powerful and more balanced order. On a day-to-day level, this dual energy means that your work life will feel both more demanding and more rewarding. The daily routine that you were so carefully refining last week will now feel more effortless. You may find yourself naturally beautifying your workspace, or you may receive a compliment from a colleague that makes you feel appreciated. Your relationships with coworkers will flow with greater ease, and your work itself may take on a more artistic or aesthetic quality. The grunt work you have been doing is now leading to something beautiful. The convergence of Pluto and Venus on October 13th is a testament to the fact that power and pleasure are not mutually exclusive. The universe is revealing that your true power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering yourself. The Pluto energy gives you the confidence to lead, and the Venus energy provides the diplomatic skill to be a leader who is followed not out of fear, but out of respect and admiration. The first week of October was the Great Cleansing. This week is the Great Alignment. The internal work you completed has prepared you for this moment. The time for quietly tending to your inner garden is over. Now, a mighty tree of destiny is ready to grow from the ground you have so carefully prepared. The shifts of this week are not just fleeting moments, they are the seeds of a new reality. The foundations are being laid for a future that is more aligned with your truest, most powerful self. For a Taurus, this is the moment when you truly begin to own your worth, both in the spiritual realm and in the physical, tangible world. And the rewards are about to become very real indeed. After the tectonic shifts of the previous week, where your professional world was remade by a sudden influx of power, the cosmic focus now shifts from your individual destiny to the very nature of your connection with others. This period marks a profound and irreversible turning point, a journey from the I of personal ambition to the we of shared purpose and ultimate transformation. A powerful door is opening, and it is a door that requires a second presence to pass through. The energy of this week begins with a final, gentle push from the harmonious sign of Libra, and culminates in a deep, intense plunge into the transformative waters of Scorpio. The first event arrives on October 21st with the new moon in Libra. This is a moment of pure potential, a blank page for intention setting. The new moon occurs in your sixth house of routine, work and service, the very same house that saw your ruling planet Venus enter last week. This is no coincidence. It is a cosmic echo, a final opportunity to consciously plant the seeds of harmony. The Pluto-driven professional power you received in the previous week now needs a balanced system to operate within. This new moon is your chance to create that system. This is a time to set intentions for more beautiful and efficient workflows, for creating a more balanced daily life, or for initiating a new, collaborative professional project. It is the moment to decide on the kind of work environment you want to build and the kind of relationships you want to cultivate with colleagues and clients. The Libra energy is diplomatic and fair, urging you to seek win-win solutions and to build bridges, not walls. It is the quiet, intentional preparation for the powerful relationships that are about to dominate your reality. Then, with a force that is both magnetic and all-consuming, everything changes. The very next day, on October 22nd, the Sun enters the deep, intense sign of Scorpio, illuminating your seventh house of partnerships and committed relationships. This is where the true work of this week begins. The light of the Sun now shines directly on your one-on-one connections, your romantic partner, your business associates, or a significant client. The energy of Scorpio is about merging, about total transformation, and about power dynamics within a shared bond. For a Taurus, this transit is a profound shift. The earthy, grounded nature of your sign is now being asked to dive into the deep, mysterious, and emotional realm of Scorpio. You are being asked to trust another being on a level that is both exhilarating and terrifying. Superficial connections will not survive this transit. It is a time for reckoning, for confronting the hidden truths and unresolved issues that lie beneath the surface of your most important relationships. A relationship that has been strong will become even more unbreakable. One that has been weak will be exposed. The interplay between the new moon and the sun is the central story of this week. On one hand, you are given the opportunity to create harmony and balance in your daily interactions, to build a system of fairness. On the other, you are being plunged into the intense, transformative cauldron of your most significant partnerships. This is not a contradiction. It is a vital cosmic process. The gentle diplomacy of the Libra new moon is the key that unlocks the powerful, sometimes intimidating, potential of the Scorpio sun. You are given the grace to start a new collaboration on good terms, allowing it to evolve into a deep, fated bond. You are given the tools to speak with fairness to your partner, so that you can navigate the emotional depths that Scorpio demands. In your personal life, this is a period where a significant relationship may become more permanent and binding. A conversation about a shared future may take on a new intensity. For a single Taurus, this is the most potent time of the year to meet someone with whom you feel an instant fated connection. This is not about a light-hearted romance. It is about a relationship that has the potential to transform your very identity. You may find yourself drawn to someone who holds a deep, quiet power, and with whom you can share a level of intimacy you have not experienced before. In your career, a client or business partnership may transform in a similar way. What was once a simple transaction may now become a true collaboration with shared resources and a deep trust. This is a powerful time for signing contracts, for making joint investments, or for entering into a legal agreement. With the sun in Scorpio, you are not just exchanging services or products. You are merging a part of your professional identity with another. The power dynamics of this partnership will be a key theme. You must be willing to give a part of your power to this shared endeavor, in order to gain a far greater sense of authority and control in the long run. The energy of this week is not for the faint of heart. It demands vulnerability, honesty, and a willingness to confront what has been hidden. But the rewards are immense. The connections you form or deepen now will not be fleeting. They will be the source of your greatest power and your most profound growth. The foundations of a new financial reality, built on shared resources and collective effort, are being laid. The seeds planted under the new moon are destined to grow into a powerful co-created legacy. The final week of the month will reveal the fruits of this sacred pact and bring the deeper financial and emotional implications to the surface. The doors you open now will lead you to a reality of shared wealth and profound intimacy. October 24th to October 31st. Mercury in Sagittarius and first quarter moon. After weeks of profound spiritual cleansing, the forging of immense personal power, and the creation of sacred pacts, the final week of October arrives. This is not a time for quiet reflection. This is the moment where the abstract becomes concrete, where the private commitments you have made are put to the ultimate public test. A final reckoning awaits, one that will reveal the true strength of your foundations and the depth of your courage. The energy of this week builds toward a singular, culminating event on October 29th, when two powerful planetary forces converge, creating a point of intersection between your most private and most public realities. The first of these forces is the swift, communicative Mercury entering the expansive sign of Sagittarius. For a Taurus, this transit is a deep dive into the 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. If the previous week was about forging partnerships, this week is about confronting the realities of what is shared within those partnerships. The Sagittarius energy here is not interested in small talk. It seeks the truth, the big picture. This is a time for honest, direct, and, at times, blunt conversations about shared money, investments, debts, and inheritances. The intellectual energy of Mercury now has the courage to ask the difficult questions about the financial contracts that bind you to another person. Beyond the purely financial, the 8th house also governs intimacy and vulnerability. This is the cosmic call to discuss the things that are often left unsaid. It is a time for a deep, emotional conversation with your partner about trust, desires, and fears. A secret may be revealed, or you may feel compelled to share a part of your past that you have kept hidden. The fiery influence of Sagittarius encourages a sense of adventure in these conversations, a willingness to go to places you may have previously considered too dangerous to explore. You are being asked to face the shadows of your shared life and to bring them into the light. But this period is not just for talking. The second force arrives on the very same day. The first quarter moon arrives in the powerful visionary sign of Aquarius, illuminating your 10th house of career, public reputation, and legacy. A first quarter moon is a moment of dynamic tension, a point of crisis or challenge that demands action. The universe is presenting you with a tangible obstacle that requires you to make a choice. The significance of this lunar event is not just in its timing, but in its location. Your 10th house is the summit of your chart, the place of your highest ambitions, your public standing, and the legacy you are building. The crisis presented by this moon is directly linked to the professional power and authority you have been cultivating. A decision is required and the path forward may not be clear. It is the final test of your resolve. The great intersection of the month happens here on October 29th. The deep, private, and financial conversations of Mercury in the 8th house are the very things that will inform the public decision you must make in the 10th house. Your private life and your public ambitions are no longer separate. They are completely intertwined. The universe is demanding a synthesis, a profound alignment of your inner and outer worlds. Consider a practical example. A significant career opportunity, perhaps a promotion or a new business venture, presents itself. The choice to accept it requires a joint financial decision with your partner. The conversation you have under the influence of Mercury, about shared resources, debts, and trust, is the very conversation that will determine your professional fate. Your ability to navigate the complexity of your shared financial reality will be the deciding factor in your ability to step into a greater level of public power. Conversely, a major professional decision may trigger a deep discussion about intimacy and trust. The new level of authority you are stepping into may bring up a partner's insecurities or a private financial concern. Your willingness to face this conversation with honesty and vulnerability will be a testament to the true strength of your connection. The universe is demanding that your public life be built on a foundation of unshakable integrity and trust. This period is the true climax of October. It is the moment when the Taurus must prove that the inner work of the first week, the personal power of the second, and the partnerships of the third have all led to this point. The choice you make now is not just for the moment. It will define your professional legacy for years to come. The crisis of the first quarter moon is a crucible, and the heat of the experience is forging you into a new, more integrated being. The month began with a quiet, introspective journey into the subconscious. It ends with a powerful external statement of your worth. You have faced your shadows, claimed your power, and forged alliances. Now you must act with courage, knowing that the choices you make are not just for yourself, but for the legacy you are building with those you trust. The path ahead is clear, and it is built on a foundation of shared wealth, profound intimacy, and unwavering integrity.